then you came. Out of the prison, into the rain, out of the closet, into the plane, out of the clouds, out of the dark, out of the unknown, into my life, out of the prison, into the rain, out of the closet, into the plane, out of the clouds, out of the dark, out of the unknown, into my life.
I am Ørjan, and I come from a little city in the north of Norway, and I've been painting in Germany 9 years now. I think the first time I saw painting or someone painting was my mom brought me to a painting workshop, and I saw all the kids painting very ugly paintings, and I thought I can do this better. In my adolescence, for example, I was painting outside on trains and walls, and later I was like going into more like sculptural painting, conceptual painting, and right now I'm more into landscape painting outside. So it's like full circle, I feel like now. When I paint outside, very often people stop by and comment, and it's all positive. It's all they are very curious. How do you see the same thing as I see? It's kind of I think people learn about themselves in that sense when they see how I see a simple thing like a bridge through a painting, and they have never even looked at it for longer than 2 seconds. So I had some fascinating conversations outside. Yeah. The reason I paint is because it's something that I love. It's very easy for me to do it. I can do it every day for the rest of my life, and I think that is a good way of deciding what kind of direction you want to go. Find something that you want to do every day for the rest of your life. Then you cannot lose somehow. I think for me in art, there was a turning point recently after I graduated, and it was that I started to listen more to my family and to people around me that have nothing to do with art. Actually, in the studies, you become indoctrinated in some certain ways of thinking about art and rules, how you should do it, and what the smart thing to do is. And I just sort of started listening more to people that give random comments, like a person you meet on the street, or I started to listen more carefully to those comments. My little brother, actually, he was looking at 3 drawings I did, and he told me that no, there was 2 drawings. One drawing was of a more like an analytical form of a tree, and the other one was more like a tree with a monkey dancing, like more free in a way. And he said the analytical drawing is pretentious, and I never heard the word. I didn't hear the word pretentious in maybe 10 years. I was like, whoa, that's true. That's actually true. It's so much like. I see so much of that attitude in my older works from study time, actually. And so that was mind-blowing. Art academies today are, of course, very different, but I think it was a mistake to agree on this Bologna contract. I don't know if you know this, but to have a university standard on the art education. I think it makes it less free, and I just didn't see so many good results from this. But I went to Düsseldorf, which said no to this Bologna agreement, and that was the best decision I ever did, I think, to go there. It was very free and very open academy. I think because of internet, YouTube, platforms like that, you can choose your own mentors, and you can choose from whoever almost. So you will see, I think we will see a less homogeneous art praxis in the future, with people taking much more different directions instead of often what you see in these academies is that people focus on art theory and art market. So you have this split between people who focus very much on French philosophers, for example, postmodernist philosophers, and people who focus on how can I sell my work in fairs. And I think this is a very limited way of evolving, at least. And so I am very thankful to be living in a time where people from all kind of levels and interests can communicate together. I think there should be actually a bigger community of artists talking together instead of smaller cliques. Should be like a broader discussion of art, I feel like. 2020 have been a year of very intense focus for me. I've been laser focused, I think, on my works, and some things have changed also. I feel like this isolation have been good for the works and probably bad for my social skills. But I'm looking forward to switch a little bit when things open up again, to be a little bit more social and let the works rest a little bit in the studio. So for me it was a very good year because I worked a lot. I just worked every day, like without like this thing the horse have, this tunnel vision. Yeah. When lockdown started, I don't remember actually what. I was probably in the studio. And I thought it would be a short thing. Like I thought, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. And then I had probably 2 weeks I was obsessing about the news. And then I just decided to not read about it anymore and just continue to work and not let it affect me too much. And I think that was a good decision. I think time. Oh, that's hard to answer that question. What is time for me? Time. I think time is like the rest of the world, ever changing. Like we tend to rationalize how we see time. That we separate it into days, weeks, and months. But if the year was 2 months longer, you would have a different age, completely different age. So it's a concept that we need to avoid chaos, I guess. We use time to avoid chaos. Yeah. I think all art that is powerful is timeless. Actually, also music, because you can hear a conversation between a 200-year-old artist and an artist living today. You can hear like bits and pieces from different places in time. I don't think we invent anything today, actually, but we like to think so. But it's always based on something. It must be based on something. And it was always like that. So, a timeless work of art is also encapsulate today as well, but not only. All times, I feel like. That's my goal in my works, to have all times in it. Then it's a classic. It's really hard to say how this will... It's hard to say what happened, actually, until maybe we need 50 years or something to see what this period of time was and how it affected us. But I do think that everyone remember this period. And it must be strange to grow up in this period or start school in this period. Or like, I find, for me, it's like more similar. But I think it have affected people way more than me. So I hope we get out of it with a bigger gratitude for togetherness, that we are like can really appreciate to be together again. That would be a nice effect.
I took a